What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? It's Kevin here. Uh, North Carolina outlasts Kentucky in Rupp Arena in a complete and utter fist fight. I have no words for what I just watched. It looked like two teams that just didn't want it, but I mean, Carolina obviously wanted it a little bit more right there at the end than Kentucky. Now, if Carolina would have had Trimble, makes them a lot better, right? It makes them a lot better. It probably wouldn't have been this close, but Carolina having the psyche to go in there to Rupp Arena, which is a tough place to win at, to go to Rupp Arena and beat Kentucky it's very impressive. I mean, I know Kentucky fans are going to be saying, well, we went 10, 11 minutes without a field goal. Yes, you did. You looked awful. You looked terrible. And I'm not saying North Carolina looked like world beaters, because we did not. We looked almost as bad. But despite the fact that it doesn't matter, I mean, we went in there and we kicked your ass. We won the game. This doesn't matter if we win 41-40. We won. We went to Rupp Arena, Kentucky fans, and we kicked your ass. That's right. This right here. See it? Yeah, that's right. Goes to Rupp Arena and kicks your ass. I think you miss Calipari quite a bit. It's quite obvious that you do. The one thing that bothers me with Carolina is that, I mean, when Trimble's not on the floor, guys are struggling to get open shots, and it shouldn't be that way. I mean, like, I'm standing right here with Carolina with the ball at half court, and I'm like, dude, the guy is wide open on the other side of the court. Just get him the ball. No, we have to make it life hard on ourselves and almost turn the ball over, and it happened so many times tonight where Carolina would just give Kentucky, would just throw those damn passes across court, something stupid, and it would just get picked off, and that's where Kentucky got most of their baskets. It was off of Carolina turnovers in the open court. That's just how bad Kentucky was offensively. And a lot of that credit goes to Carolina's defense. And even though Carolina did leave some shots open in the second half, Kentucky just could not make anything. They could not even get it to come close. And Carolina, for Carolina, oh man. Before Carolina becomes a championship caliber team, they got to learn how to make freaking free throws. I understand. I didn't like the call right there at the end, when the refs blew that whistle on that fast break that was going to lead, that was going to be a dunk. They whistled a foul, stopped the clock with 2.6 seconds, and then added 2.8, I guess, because they were playing it rough. They felt a little sorry for Kentucky fans. They wanted Kentucky to have a little bit of a chance, at least, in case Caleb Wilson did miss a free throw, in which he did. And, and they were able to inbound the ball and get it to half court and get a Steph Curry 3 to go in. But kudos to Carolina for guarding the half court extremely well on that inbound. And they just suffocated Kentucky. They suffered. They stifled Kentucky on that play. I mean, there was nowhere for Kentucky to inbound the ball. I mean, they didn't have no timeouts left. So they had to inbound the ball. So they just threw it up and was hoping that it would go into a Kentucky player's hands. Nope, goes right into, I think, C-Dub's hands, and that's it. You know, the game is over. Carolina goes into Kentucky, whoops your ass, Kentucky. Tells you that you're still a little bit behind the 8 ball, Kentucky. You're not North Carolina. We own you. We're 16-8 against you, as we own most teams that we've played, including Duke and NC State, over many years, even though the gap has closed some between Duke and Carolina because of Duke's success consistently and Carolina's inconsistent success since Roy Williams retired. You know, and they had some inconsistencies, you know, in the later part of Roy Williams' years as well. They also won the national championship. But it's December the 3rd. There's quite a bit of a season left. It's not as long as the NBA. I understand that. You don't get to June. You don't get to May to heal up and you know, you don't get a half a year like you do in the NBA to just, you know, get yourself right. But speaking of that, it looks like that's what my Orlando Magic is doing, is getting their shit together. And now that Banchero's coming back, so it's probably fixing to be game on for the NBA and the Eastern Conference. I had the Magic winning the East, going to the finals to play the Thunder. But back to the Heels. Gutsy win. Just gutsy win. Fist fighting, punching, dog fighting, brawl, just whatever you want to call it. It was out there, you know. And it was just, it looked like the two teams and two of the bad boy Pistons defensively. That's what it looked like. But somebody had to come through in the end stages, and it was Carolina taking advantage of Kentucky not being able to make a field goal. As I would suspect, you know, I was expecting Kentucky to take advantage of Carolina not being able to make a daggone shot. It didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't. I'll take the win. It's at Rupp, so that's like, you know, if you're an Auburn fan and you're going on the road or you're an NC State fan and you go on the road and you win at the Smith Center, or you go on the road and you win at Cameron, or you go on the road, you know, I'm just comparing teams like that there. I mean, it's, you know, winning at Rupp Arena is special. But when it comes to North Carolina, you're expected to go in there and compete. Now, whether you win or not is a different story. It's because of the program's histories. Were you supposed to go in there and win? Hell no, because in fact, it was complete and utter disrespect that ESPN, before the game, gave North Carolina you ready to hear this? A 16% chance to win that game at Rupp Arena. Now, ESPN has some explaining to do here. The analytic, whatever the hell they use, models they use, complete utter garbage, because it means nothing. It's just analytics. Like the analytics say in the NFL, go for it on 4th and 2. Even if you're getting ready to kick the field goal, the analytics say go for it. If you're going to kick the field goal to walk off. No, common sense, you don't go for it, you kick it. Carolina did what they had to do to win the game. And there was a time in the second half when it looked like it was starting to slip away, and the Rupp Kentucky fans, and Rupp was getting a little bit loud. And I was like, uh-oh, here we go. This is fixing to get ugly. But Carolina, gutsy performance, gutsy comeback, just fist punch for punch. I mean, it was an absolute dog fight. I mean, I'll take the win, 67-64. Congratulations, Carolina, my Heels, and Kentucky fans. You know what you can do. We own you. Kentucky fans. Take that. How you like them apples, Kentucky fans? Keep on that struggling. I love it. I want some more of it. Woo! Let's go Heels. How about them?